Seven
Hello,
for
guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. And what a day it was for Sri Lankan cricket. I mean, it's a very sad day. They have just been dismissed all out for 42. I was watching this match, Pratik, in my office, and uh, I was watching when South Africa was batting, and I took a I didn't take a break actually. I was working, and then I took when I next time when I took a break, I saw South Africa was again batting, and Bavuma was again batting, and I was like, what happened there? Bavuma got out, and Bavuma again came out to bat, and he was batting. Then I learned that Sri Lanka has been bowled out within 1 hour. Some of our quiz videos have lasted longer than that time, and it was just 1 hour and 5 minutes that Sri Lanka batted, and they've been bowled out for 42 all out. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy said that for 42 is the answer to every question in the world. Well, Sri Lanka will be saying that 42 is the beginning of every question that starts with them, because Sri Lanka were having a great time. They were having success against New Zealand. They beat India in the ODI series. They had good success versus Bangladesh. They were really going on well. There was some good momentum. They won a test match in England. They came here with a lot of big expectations. When you consider, I think, Pratik, yesterday you were discussing about the batting prowess of Sri Lanka and South Africa. So South Africa only have one batter in the top 40 run scorers of WTC, that is David Bedingham, whereas Sri Lanka have uh, Kamindu Mendes, they have Dhananjay De Silva in that list. So a lot of people are there in the top 20 itself. There are two or three people in that list. But it was the bowling which dominated, and Marco Jansen, man, 7 for 13 today. And but I want to say before that, Lahiru Kumara gave me a lot of hopes, man. The way he bowled, the way he was very, very difficult to face, and he was injuring the batsman today. He was brilliant. So I know this is a day of disappointment for Sri Lankans, but take no credit away from Lahiru Kumara. The gas man really bowled with some good gas, and he has actually broken fingers of South African batsmen. But yeah, the disappointment will remain on the Sri Lankan batting. Pratik, before I come to you, I just want to say I was very disappointed with so many batters trying to play shots outside the off stump. They could have just left ball. I mean, let's start with Nisanka, then Matthews. That was a terrible shot. Even Dhananjay De Silva, even Kamindu Mendes, all trying to play the ball outside off stump. They were just trying to score runs without even staying at the wicket, and they could have left those balls. I think only Chandimal can escape the blame for me. Only Chandimal. Anyway, Pratik, let's start the discussion. Let's have you in there.
Yeah, I mean, Marco Jansen, 7 for 13. It's the best figure by a Proteas bowler in this century. So, unfortunately, it had to come today. But you're right, the Sri Lankan batters lacked application and resilience today. I hoped better from Sri Lankan batters, the top six that they have. They should have, one of them should have tried to just stay at the crease for some time, just let that situation pass. But unfortunately, we didn't see it. And these collapses are coming for Sri Lanka quite often now. We have seen this kind of collapse happen twice against India in the ODI format, but this was very heartbreaking to see because this has happened first time for Sri Lanka in Test really, because their lowest score in Test cricket is 71. They're the only Asian side which never got all out under 50. So yeah, for them to get 42 all out in only mere 13.5 overs is actually must be very sad for the fans. And
Mm.
yeah, I'm actually not able to believe this. Even though they had 16 for 4, they were rock bottom. There was a little bit of partnership that started to build between
Mm.
the Dhananjay De Silva and Kamindu Mendes. I still cannot believe Kamindu Mendes, fastest to 1,000 runs, would play such a bad shot. Like he just went for a ball which was wide off in the off stump and tried to play a cover
Mm.
drive, which was no use. You're like, why did you try to play a
Mm.
expensive shot at that?
I will be still be okay with Kamindu Mendes and Dimut Karunaratne. At least the bowler was bowling round the wicket and the ball was angling into the stumps. But what about Pathum Nisanka and Matthews? The ball is clearly angling away from you and you are just going for a shot. I mean, it is shocking to those two short dismissals. I mean, one of Pathum Nisanka and one of Angelo Matthews. Angelo Matthews, especially being so experienced, and has played so many test matches. I think those were two shocking. Yes, Kamindu Mendes, I am so sad that his average is going to take a massive fall, because when he came to bat, he's averaging 91.27.
Yeah.
That is, I was going to put a poll in the group that what will be Kamindu Mendes average at the end of this series. But yes, now I think it has already fallen by a big number. It has come down to 80 something. And
I mean, this
yeah,
is a
man,
difficult case. We know Yashasvi Jaiswal is also only failed in South Africa series so far in his career.
hmm,
This is a difficult
hmm,
case. But like if you can
hmm,
learn something from per test, even though Australia was rock bottom like this, in
hmm,
every innings they were 12 for 3 or something against India, but they still
hmm,
crossed 100, Some partnership is still
hmm,
they were able to put, but which lagged today for Sri Lanka. They had such a big long batting
hmm.
actually, Shikhar. Top seven were like all stars on paper. So this is there is no excuse, and I'm very upset about this collapse.
I mean, here, Pratik, you need to score 40 50s. If you see India's tour of South Africa also, see Virat Kohli scored a 48, Yashasvi Jaiswal scored a 40. But that was enough for India to win, because, Siraj and Bumrah had a similar spell like what uh, today Jansen and Coetzee and Rabada had. So sometimes in South Africa there can be collapses, and you just need to make sure that you make those 30s and 40s. And especially, I mean, but nobody got a start. That's what the shocking part is. I mean, nobody really. I mean, 1 hour and 5 minutes, your inning lasts that much.
It's very
The
short.
only person who I felt was playing well was Kamindu Mendes. He got a 10 plus score. Apart from that, and thanks to Lahiru Kumara for
Those
scoring
two
those two
boundaries in
boundaries.
the end and taking them past
Yeah,
36. Yeah.
past 36. And I think, see, I know that most of the Sri Lankan fans are really good, genuinely good hearted, but this culture of trolling also hits you back. See, you see someone like Daniel Alexander from Sri Lanka. I don't know if he can be called a Sri Lankan right now, because I think he's some paid Pakistani social media agent or something, because he keeps trolling 36, 36.
Yeah.
Since he started this troll of 36 and 36 all out and India 36 all out, since then Sri Lanka have been bowled out for what, 50 in ODI in Asia Cup
Yes.
final. They've been bowled out for 55 in the World Cup final, and now they are bowled out for 42 all out. So, this guy's Daniel Alexander. They not only just troll and put pressure on Indian team, but they also put pressure on their own team by making these kind of statements. I don't think the Sri Lankan batting is really bad. What reflected today, I don't think that is the true nature of Sri Lankan batting. I still think they can come back into the series. It's just that today was pure lack of application.
Yeah.
The ball is angling away from you, and there is bounce in the. I mean, there was not lateral movement, but there was a lot of bounce on the surface, and you are just, you know, uh, you're just putting your bat there to get my edge, get the edge, please, please, get the edge of my bat. So it's like that.
Yeah.
Dhananjay De Silva, he got one drive out of his bat, and he's like, I will smash this ball into the covers, and he's inside edged that ball to his stump. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I will actually
yeah,
go into
man.
more details like what broke my heart even more than 42 all out. But let's take
Mm.
Manisha's first reaction on this weird day of Test cricket at Durban.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, guys. I mean, sorry to burst the technical bubble you guys are talking, but I will talk more from the fan kind of entertainment I had from this match. As Shikhar said, he could not. I mean, even I could not understand who was batting, who was bowling, because this was so fast, so quick from the innings point of view.
Yeah.
But talking from the WTC's stand, I mean, I was thinking like if it is better that Sri Lanka plays well, but then I really support Babuma. I mean, I know that people troll him, people make memes out of him, but I really like Babuma. I feel he has that captaincy streak in him.
Mhm.
So I was saying in our group that do see that he will come back, uh, like uh, like I mean, he was obviously the sole batsman, scoring in his 70s. And then when the turn came, like as a captain, uh, I mean, the South African team was too good. I mean, 46, I think it was 46 all out, right?
Mm.
That was
Yeah.
something like literally a lesson for
Hmm.
the Sri
Hmm.
Lankan. And even though Jayasuriya, like the Jayasuriya sir or whatever, like he was, we are appreciating him because he has just turned, he has changed the
Yeah.
mentality of Sri Lankan team as such. But you cannot cannot throw out Babuma from this team. He is literally taking the team with him together.
No,
Coming back
Hmm.
coming back to Marco Jansen. I mean, I was thinking like if Lahiru Kumara is doing so good, there
mm,
must be something in this pitch
yeah.
for a South African pacer to do the magic. But I really never expected 7 wickets. So kudos to Marco Jansen. He could not stand up while batting, but he was too good in the bowling department. And I will not be surprised if South Africa wins at least this match. I'm not sure what happens ahead, but it will keep the WTC standpoint spicy, tricky. So yeah, good to see that. But obviously, didn't expect
Yeah.
Sri Lanka to like play so badly. I mean, they were they were playing too bad. I mean, what is this? Like 46 all out.
40.
I literally now think even this guy, the opener, Dimut Karunaratne, I mean, I think
Yeah.
his time is done. This is one person I really like to step down because I don't think he has been performing well from at least
Yeah.
my point of view.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
poor. I think
yeah.
he was dropped in some matches also against New
Yes,
Zealand. And today, yeah, if you talk
Yeah,
about,
I want to say about Bavuma's point, like Manisha made say, I was not a fan of Bavuma earlier, but uh, recently, I mean, after Dean Elgar's retirement, I've seen his improvement, like how he bats, especially last 2 or 3 years. He really puts it on the line for the team. Remember that Shamar Joseph was winning that test match, which they won in West Indies by 37 runs. The catch he took off Shamar Joseph to win South Africa that test match. That was so critical. And today also, I mean, South Africa were 117 for 7, Pratik. So Pakistan, so South Africa were
effectively 8,
117.
because you don't know Mulder was going to come back. He was retired and
Yeah,
17 for 7. Yeah.
effectively 117 for 8. They should have never been allowed to score 193. They should have
Yes.
never been allowed to score 191, and they got to that figure because of Temba Bavuma, because of Rabada, because of Mulder coming back. Look at the fight in Vian Mulder, man. He's getting hammered in his fingers. He's
And
taking
that guy is
painkillers.
telling coach next innings with a fractured thumb, I'm going to play number 3. And is
Hmm.
unbelievable,
yes.
man, this guy, Vian Mulder.
And obviously,
Unbelievable.
like we generally read in like a crickbus kind of
Mm.
sports like publications that the person who has retired hurt, they mostly do not come back. But the way Mulder has come back just to show that I'm not done yet.
So
That shows that
it is an
you
unbelievable
have a
career
true.
story, Manisha. So
Yes,
basically,
yes.
it was decided that he will be sent to the hospital after the end of day's play. He'll be hospitalized. So they knew that he's not going to come back to the field for the next 3 days. So he said, since I'm not going to play any role in this match, let me at least bat now and do something before, South Africa just has to play with 10 people. So he wanted to contribute even with that.
Hmm.
Yes,
So it is,
yes, and the last wicket was Rabada, not even Mulder. That
Mhm.
that is also
Hmm.
one point. Like Rabada was the one who
Yeah.
got out
Hmm.
in the
But
end.
yeah, you guys are
Hmm.
right. Bavuma, we made so much fun of him. Many people were like, Markram has such good looks. He should be the captain, and he's such good cover drive. But Bavuma came
Hmm.
back and he still got his captaincy back, luckily. And he batted there for 43 overs in these conditions. He came.
And now he has better cover drive than Makram. Look at his cover drives, man. The way he played a straight drive at the
Become
end
a
of the
good
innings
test
when he
wicket.
was batting with Rabada. I mean, what a player,
Unfortunately for
man.
Sri
Like he
Lanka,
has
it's the
changed.
same story. He's still not out at the end of day 2, just like day 1 at the end of day 1. So yeah, his 7th
And we
was very crucial.
and we talk about the quota system, and like other teams
Hmm.
have a left-hander after right-hander. So
Yeah,
South Africa have a white guy after a black guy.
yeah.
But all those things are actually clicking with Babuma and Rabada leading. I mean, these two guys are incredible, and now Jansen chipping in. So Jansen was nowhere in this series. Mulder had actually made his place. Tristan Stubbs, Tony DeZorzi.
Yeah.
This new gen of South Africa, which are no not having the aura of Hashim Amla, AB de Villiers,
Mm.
Jack Scales, or Dale Steyn, but they are scrapping for their places. I mean, I'm sure Jan Mulder is also
Yeah.
feeling that he deserves to play ahead of Marco Jansen or something like that. So there is good, healthy competition also in this side. So
Yeah, I know
I'm
some of them did
happy.
not go to the New Zealand tour. They prioritized the SA 2020. But I think now,
Hmm.
right now, in the last few months, this team has really grouped up well, and they're all trying to figure
Hmm.
out. Even Tristan Stubbs, we always thought he's a T20 player. He's trying to find his place in the side. He's doing well.
Hmm.
They beat West Indies in West Indies. They
Yeah,
beat Bangladesh in Bangladesh, and now they are fully
Hmm.
prepared for the home season. They have
yeah.
shown this today. But I want to
Hmm.
know
And also,
yeah,
yeah, while also I will really appreciate if someone from South Africa or Sri Lanka reaches the final of WTC. I am almost 99% sure that India is going to be the finalist. It
yeah,
will be really good if someone like South Africa or Sri Lanka faces India,
yeah,
because we do really want a new champion out here. It will
yeah,
be
yeah.
really good one to see
Yeah, hopefully
them
it's
It's
not like
highly
fighting.
unlikely, I think, to have South Africa or Sri Lanka because now India has actually
Yeah,
won the first test.
Mm.
So
yes.
either India has to lose all four tests or something like that, or
Mm, correct.
Australia has to probably lose it 5-0 or something. So,
Yes,
so that is
yes,
the
yes,
other
yes.
realistic possibility is Australia losing it very
Yeah,
badly. Yeah.
but I think India will be very happy if South Africa, like even if hypothetically gets
Yeah.
into the final, because India loves defeating South Africa, and
But
they will be like,
Jansen
Yeah.
okay,
pitch
come on,
conditions will be
man,
very
let's
challenging for
have
any
you
side.
type of, yeah.
Jansen will be very challenging for India if that happens, though. Like we can't be complacent.
Not in England. I think the most challenging will be Rabada only. Apart from that,
Yeah.
I don't think South Africa can beat India in any final or any game. Like
Absolutely, absolutely.
it's
Yeah, I
impossible
agree.
Anyways,
for
Agree.
them.
let's come back to this game. And one last point I
Yeah.
wanted to make before we close off is that Shikhar made about the first innings, like 117 for 8. That's what South Africa were
Hmm.
effectively. And from there, Sri Lanka did not lose, is not losing this match because of 42 allowed. They're losing this match because of that bad finish to the first innings. And now they are bowling
Hmm.
without any confidence in this innings. Look at how they're poorly they're bowling.
And some of the decisions just I want to talk about, like when Jansen came, yes, Prabhat Jasuria did pick up the wickets of Jansen, and then he picked up another wicket of another, I think Coetzee. He picked up
Yeah.
another wicket.
But why is he
But
bowling? Yeah.
my problem is why are they not? Why are the Lahiru Kumara not bowling long spells? Because I am seeing like even Australia when they are losing to India, I am seeing Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark bowl 1 hour of bowling. They are doing 1 hour of spells. Bumrah is bowling 1 hour of spell. But I didn't see that from Lahiru Kumara. I don't know how the conditions. Is it really hot in Cape Town or what? I don't know. But I didn't see. And today also, I'm surprised that Jayasuriya was in the second innings. Jayasuriya was bowling before Lahiru Kumara was introduced.
That's
That is
that's the
shocking. Yes,
problem, man, that they have given up the confidence so early. Like even with that
Hmm.
150 lead, they should have at least tried to get them out for 150 and just take a shot
Hmm.
at the 300 chase. But this is what's
Hmm.
bothering me is that Sri Lanka's approach in the second innings after the 42 debacle. Yes, any team can be
Hmm.
shaken by that, but out of your
Hmm.
40 overs, 15 has been bowled by Prabhat Jasuria. Why? Why are you not
Hmm.
playing long spells with
And and
Asima
that's
or
why
Lahiru?
Pratik, I was saying to drop Prabhat Jayasuriya in Cape Town. I
Yeah,
told it. I know many of the Sri Lankan fans wrote in the comments that obviously Prabhat Jayasuriya is going to
he's
play,
11.
but you won in the Oval without Prabhat Jayasuriya. Just remember, you went in there with four pacers. Milan Ratnaike was also there. That's why I wanted Prabhat Jayasuriya to be dropped for this test, because now they are only giving the ball to Prabhat Jayasuriya at every opportunity that get, which doesn't make sense at all on this pitch. I mean, how many wickets did Keshav Maharaj pick? Did he even
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
a wicket? No.
Hmm. No, he
And
didn't
also
need to bowl.
they underutilize DDS. Uh, I think DDS came really late. I thought like even it was more of a Pacers paradise. I don't know why they had to take as you said Prabhat Jayasuriya.
That's
I
a
think they could have
That's a
done
very good
more with
point.
the
Actually,
Pacers.
that's his
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
position, and you're right. He should be playing a little bit ahead. DDS should be playing a little bit
yeah.
ahead. He should not be
Yes,
playing
yes,
number
yes.
six. Yeah, but now this match is done and
Hmm.
dusted. At 89 for 3, also, I was hoping, that time the lead was 238. I was thinking if they can wrap it to 300, but now Bahuma is started again. And now at the end of the day's play, South Africa's lead is 281. So we don't have any
Hmm.
hopes. Now we do have hopes for next match, like Sri Lanka. I hope they will learn quickly. They did in England. They learned quickly and won the last test. So I'm hoping they will come back very
And also
soon.
the wicket will be more spin assisting in Port Elizabeth. So
Other
Durban
than,
was actually it was always going to be that Pacers paradise kind of thing.
yeah, other than Jansen, I
So
also want to mention that Koitzi bowled a 155 km per hour ball delivery today. So he was also fantastic.
no,
His short 3 overs.
yeah, he does that always. I mean, he's always very fast. In IPL also we saw 157. He bowled a 157 kph, so he's actually very fast,
Yeah,
and it comes onto the bat very fast. And hats off to Coetzee for picking the wicket of Kamendu Mendes. He got the Brown Bradman out,
yeah,
so
actually,
yeah,
he was pumped
congratulations
up
for
after
that.
taking his wicket. Yeah, and rightly so.
Mm.
So yeah, I think this match will be over tomorrow,
Mm.
day three. Actually, it's only like 2.5 days because first day only 20 overs happened. So yeah, not good news for Sri Lankan fans from South Africa, but that's where this test match stands. Thank you guys.
Mm.
Please subscribe and tell us why this debacle happened. We also want to know your points.